Hello, 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 hello. This is Rhapsody, friendly neighborhood growth hacker, aka the Reverend Dr. Rhapsody, aka Mr. Transformer, aka Rhapsody Barrero. Greetings to one and all. Thank you so much for showing up for today's installment, and I'm really appreciative of your time. I'm grateful to you for being here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. And now, today, we are in the throes of the last 3 days of the Alpha Core #1 campaign. Pick it up from ripaverse.com and grab yourself some of the merch. It's awesome. The I just can't stop talking about the beanies because, like I say, being a big head mofo, you just can't find right size beanies places. This beanie covers my head, covers my ears with the fold, and it still looks great. So, ripaverse.com. Swing by, pick it up. Alpha Core #1, written by the great Chuck Dixon, penciled by the great Joel Bennett. It's a great story. You'll love it. If you haven't picked up ISOM #1 and ISOM #2, grab those while you're there. And also, last minute, Eric July threw in some more signature copies. So if you want to pick up some signature copies, you can grab those as well. Okay, so for today, what we're going to talk about, it's more like an inside baseball thing, but like if we're going to hang out, then you need to know this. You need to know this. In 12-step recovery, during step 5, which is after step 4, personal inventory, step 5, you get to share your inventory with God, yourself, and another human being, expressing the exact nature of your wrongs, breaking it down. One of the things that we do when we're like telling our story or sharing in a meeting, for those of you who don't know, I'm in 12-step recovery, is we share in a general way what it used to be like, what happened, and what it's like now. So working with me, what it used to be like will be whatever you're dealing with now. What happened will be having an experience at transformationsforus.com, and what it's like now will be glorious. That is not an understatement, I'm here to tell you. Okay. In conjunction with that, there is a need for specificity. However, specificity is kept for that 5th step or for that relationship with your sponsor or your mentor, which in this case, I would be your mentor. That would make me, by default, your confidant. So you can share the specifics with me, and they're staying between me, you, and the wall, because if word got out that I was a breaker of confidence, that would kill whatever street cred that I thought I had, and I would just be out of work, out of business, out of being able to help people. And I want to help people because it's literally something that I've been wanting to do for decades. But like I said, the specific details are for one-on-one client sessions only, so you will not get an answer to them in a group session. I would suggest you not bring them to a group session. If you want, you can private message somebody who you know is a facilitator or who is certified, and you can work with them. But it's all about maintaining the confidence between that one person. And that does not at all go against my fork and spoon basics of authenticity, because sharing in a general way is still sharing the gist of whatever it is that went down. Just to give an example. Okay, first of all, for anyone who might be listening, I did not rob a bank. If I'm dealing with somebody that robbed a bank, I will confer with them about, what was going on at the time, and we'll get around how to make that right. In some cases, making that right might be taking the equivalent of the amount of money that you stole and, say, giving it to an orphanage, or sending your money to Operation Underground Railroad at OURrescue.org and help save some human trafficking victims, some child sex slavery victims from their hellish torment that they go through on a daily basis. And like, let's say that your situation was that by accident or by on purpose or just as a result of the lifestyle you were living, you wound up taking a life. And I would never come to you if that was me and put it out there that I had taken a life, because, you know, law enforcement is like, statute of limitations be damned, let's look into this guy. And I'm like, no, I have not taken a life. Okay? Okay. However, if I was dealing with someone who took a life, the solution could be something to the effect of, you know, of course, asking God for forgiveness or the divine power, consciousness, whatever you pray to. And then if there was a way that you could support the family anonymously of the person who is no longer able to support the family, that would be good. That would be great. If they didn't have a family, you could say, find out what they were passionate about, find out what they were supporting in the way of charities, and support that charity indefinitely, because you are now taking the place of the person who you took out. See how that works? Okay. So, saying all that to say this. I know today's going to be a short one, but I think I've said already everything that I needed to say. Just to remind you, last 3 days of the Alpha Core #1 campaign, go to ripaverse.com, pick up your copy, and it ends, the Alpha Core #1 campaign ends on January 20th, and Eric D. July, Young Ripa 59 on YouTube, will be having a live stream to close it out on Saturday night, and it will end 11:59 Central Time, because he's in Texas, so it's Central Time for him. So you might want to show up for that and see what kind of shenanigans go down, and watch the ticker go up. You know, just like way back in the day when on Labor Day, when it was the Jerry Lewis telethon for muscular dystrophy, before he found out that there was actually a cure and they didn't want to get the word out because they wanted to keep collecting money, so he left. Guy's based. All right, but before then, we would sit up or get near the end of the telethon and just watch the countdown and watch the money come in, watch the ticker go up. It's exciting because it's like you're joining in with them. You're joining in the fight. And here at the Ripaverse, you're joining in the fight. And it's not even a fight anymore. Oh, well, actually, it wasn't ever originally a fight. It's not a fight. You're joining in the creation of a parallel economy. That's what we're calling it, because that's what it is. So we are growing to a point where mainstream entertainment can just fall by the wayside. They can be as woke as they want to be, because for whatever reason, loud woke people don't spend money. It's crazy, I know, but loud woke people don't spend money. They're just loud. They're in the minority. They're just loud, so people think they have this force or this power. They're just loud. That's it. They're loud and they're influential. They have interspersed themselves into various and sundry entertainment industries all over the news, the mainstream media, we call it. And this is just our little way of circumventing the poison and the toxicity that they are attempting to spread throughout Western civilization, specifically the United States. But I will say Western civilization because, you know, like they always say that, you know, when, when America sneezes, the world catches a cold. And that's the same way with um, social ideas. And, some places fight it for as long as they can, and eventually they just get overcome, and it's just, you know, you give up. However, we've got all these wonderful people setting up a parallel economy. So we've got Eric D. July, Young Ripper 59 on YouTube, doing it with the Rippaverse. We've got Epic Mike doing it with the Epicverse. We've got Drunk 3PO doing it with his book. We've got Clownfish TV with Neon and Geeky Sparkles doing their books. There are alternatives. You are not stuck with the crap that they are shoveling today. And, oh man, that is something that I've been reminded of and have thought of myself and have been doing myself. One of the beautiful things about this actors and writers strike that gave us now this void of new crap for us to ingest or not ingest, we have the opportunity of going back to see materials, to see content, to see movies, to read comics from the past, which we maybe had meant to at the time, and just life got busy, life got in the way, and we just didn't have time to go do it. Now we have the same amount of time, but we can switch out the mainstream crap and replace it with the antique stuff from the golden age when things were good, and enjoy that. Like, one of the things I'll still, for the rest of my life, never get over the fact that as a young person, I worked on building up my record collection, and now today on YouTube, I can grab a remote, walk into my living room, turn the TV on, and say, so-and-so YouTube, and I get all the music that I want. And they have all of my classic cartoons. Oh my goodness, I feel like there's a whole generation of people that have missed out on such great classic cartoons. They're all there for you on YouTube. You don't even have to spend money on Cartoon Network. It's the craziest thing. Like, we have Prime in our house, and that allows me to be able to watch Dexter's Laboratory. I love Dexter's Laboratory. Right up there. Dexter's Laboratory, Powerpuff Girls, all that craziness. Yeah, I'm a grown-ass man. I like my cartoons. Leave me alone. Got my face. All right, so I can watch it there. For whatever reason, Cartoon Network wants to charge me for a subscription, but no, we already got Prime, and we can watch it there. It's fine. So many great cartoons from back in the day. So many great movies from back in the day. Either you watched them and enjoy them then, you can just re-enjoy them, or maybe you missed them and totally forgot about them, and then you just go scrolling through YouTube movies, or scrolling through free TV or Freevee, scrolling through Zumo, scrolling through Tubi, and like, wow, there it is for me to enjoy right now. I think I will. Actually, what I'm going to do right now is I need to go to Walmart and get a new pump for my bicycle, because my bicycle pump is like ancient, and it finally gave up the ghost. And I mean, now that it's like 12 degrees at night, I don't expect to be riding anytime really soon. I might have to wait till spring, or just waiting for that little warm snap. We normally get a warm snap somewhere in here. That's what I love or hate about Georgia weather. I can have 12-degree mornings one day, and next week it'll be like in the 50s or in the 70s, and I can go out and enjoy myself outside. Anyway, that's just here in Georgia or wherever you might live. All right, so once again, thank you for your time. Me love you long time. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Please. An interesting thing that I spoke in the last video about taking action. For the longest time, I had heard from people that one of the ways to build your channel is to just grind and to just keep making videos. And prior to recently, I would just like make a video every so often. They were okay, they were good, but just not consistent. And I found that just over the last 5 days, or like the last week, yeah. Well, anyway, over the last week, I made a video a day and my channel has grown 50%. And I'm super happy about it. Actually, over 50%, and I'm super happy about that. And I want to keep that going, so I'm going to keep this going. And hopefully, ideally, in a perfect world, you will continue to subsist on this wonderful content. Please! Okay. Again, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you. Alpha Core #1, Rippaverse.com. Go pick it up. Last 3 days of the campaign. Get you some merch. Pick up ISOM #1 and ISOM #2 if you haven't already. And drop in on Young Rippa 59. That's Eric D. July's YouTube channel on Saturday night. They're going to do a live stream going up until 11:59 when the campaign ends, and we'll just see how well we have done in the interim, in the attempt, in the effort, the continuing effort to grow and build on the parallel economy. So we've already got a couple of ISOMs out. He was talking today on a video about ISOM #3, and this is Alpha Core #1. We've got Gooding coming up next. Well, no. The next one coming up is Yaira. That is going to be badass. The Sofska sisters are on the job with it, and they are bringing the heat. I'm here to tell you, it's just going to be awesome. So be sure to pick that up when that starts. And then after that, we've got Gooding, and we've got, he hasn't even gotten to Norfolka. And if you don't know what Norfolka is, you got to pick up ISOM #1, because I'm not going to tell you. Okay. Again, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you. We love you long time. I'm just grateful that you're here. I'm grateful that you support the channel. I'm grateful that you support me. I appreciate you tremendously. And I will see you on the next video. Okay? Okay.